Hey, what's up everybody? I'm here at the desk because right now at the office it's just me and Heather. So we got a couple people out chasing here. I actually literally just walked back into the office. I ran home, fed my dogs, and had to dodge hail on the way back to Edmond. Here at the Hail House, we did get hit with storms. So this is just going to be kind of a loose form storm coverage here. I'm sitting at the desk. We still got everything going on here. We got all kinds of storms going on. So put the comments in the comment section below. I'm bringing up, actually, you know what? Hang on, let me grab my other phone real quick. You guys can still hear me. We have a couple storms going on right now. We have a tornado warning in effect for Moore, Oklahoma. We also have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for pretty much all of the metro. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna just zoom in here into Oklahoma City, and we're just gonna go right into it, okay? So I'm bringing up on my other phone here, I'm bringing up the Facebook feed so I can see any of those comments. So we have two different storms that we are focused in on here. I'm gonna start with the tornado warning further to the south down here in the Moore, Norman area. Golly, come on. Really, I'm not logged into Facebook on my work phone. So here we go. We got this tornado warning in effect here for the Newcastle area going into Moore and Norman. I'm going to query this tornado warning here, let you guys know what the parameters are for this one. Assuming we can get in here. Computer is also taking its sweet time to do what it needs to do here. Come on, come on. Or it won't, that's fine too. There we go, okay, so here we go. This is the tornado warning in effect for Moore and Newcastle for tornado and tennis ball size hail. All right, well, I'm just gonna switch to my Facebook feed on my other phone because apparently my work phone decided that it didn't want to be logged into the proper Hail Trace account or the proper account. So here we go, we're on here. All right, I can see your comments, and I'm bringing up a radar scope on my other phone here. So I got all kinds of screens. So this tornado warning is in effect. The storm is moving east at 25 miles an hour. Is radar indicated rotation. So that means that there is not actually a tornado ongoing at the moment. We're gonna bring up velocities here. I'm going to also remove the local storm reports. We can see right pretty much in this area here is where we're gonna be looking, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's the hook. Okay, actually, you know what? We had an update here. So it's gonna be likely in this area, within the hook here, in the Newcastle area. If we go back to velocities, you can see it doesn't look like a super tight rotation by any means. It looks like we are definitely, it's just probably a precautionary warning. It's very possible that this thing actually looked a lot more intense here before it got tornado warning. If you can hear, it's pouring here at the office, so we'll actually check in on that as well. The other big story with this, outside of the tornado warning, is the hail. The hail has not screwed around. As I drove back to the office here, I saw melted hailstones. The storm happened maybe 15-ish. How long before I called you, Heather, to hit? Yeah, so 15, 20 minutes earlier, I was picking up ping pong ball to golf ball size hail just in the ground. So you can see, look at the low CCs here. Look at that. Look at the greens and blues showing up here. That is really indicative of very large hail. We've already been seeing that so far today with the storms that have happened. So with that, there is quite a bit of hail. This whole thing's got hail in it here, in pretty much to the west of I-35 and over to the east of I-44. Let's go ahead. I'm going to zoom in. Let's get some roads in here. Let's see where this hail is falling. Notice it's at Western and Southwest 164th here in Moore, Oklahoma. This is moving generally to the east. If I roll the radar back a little bit here, we can see the storm is moving east and looks like east-northeast. So this is going to be large hail impacting all the way up in through Moore here, up through Western, and it will go all the way up I-30 to I-35, likely get close to where the golly, I can't think of the name of it right now. The Warren Theater, the big theater. Warren Theater, it's likely there will be big hail there. We are seeing quite a bit of that I'm curious to see what these other storm reports are in from Newcastle. We've had a ping pong ball report in Newcastle, a golf ball report in Newcastle, a quarter report in portions of Norman here a little while ago. Looks like, yeah, we are seeing those potential alerts here. So I'm looking at about 1,000 different things here. So I'm trying to get things scheduled out. So that is the tornado warning. Now we're going to move off to the north here into the Edmond area where you're hearing that rain falling here at our office. You see that severe thunderstorm warning with the black lines. That means that is a significant warning. We're going to query that as well. I believe this is also likely for, okay, this is for golf ball size hail for Edmond, Guthrie, Arcadia. Thankfully, it looks like the big hail is going to miss our office here. I've been desperately trying to protect my car. So my wife is going to be very happy about that. I've been protecting our brand new car. Golf ball size hail is a warning. TrainSpires report golf ball size hail in Edmond, but I can also say for a fact, I remember looking here just before I got here to the office, there was a 2-inch report for hail, and I believe that is right here. Nope, that's $50 in the village at 545, 615 in the village. I'm trying to find the one that's right now because it's 626 at the moment. This one, let's see, golf ball size hail, it's 6 o'clock here in Edmond, which I think is also not the storm that's happening right now. So a lot of storm reports coming in with this. Let's go ahead, let's zoom in here. Our office is just to the south of where the OND is here in the center of Edmond. Let's check out that correlation coefficient. Let's see how big, how much hail we're working with here. And yeah, look at that. There is your hail core right here in sections of Edmond. If we zoom in on sections of Edmond here, get those roads lined up. There we go. Pretty much along areas that probably got hit before, near Penn and Northwest 178th, Northwest 192nd, over to May, and probably as far east as Western. If I bring up that correlation coefficient scope again, you can see that is where the big hail is falling right now at 192nd and Western, sections further to south at 178th, or if you're more, this is the part of Oklahoma City and Edmond, it's like Edmond, but like you get the OKC utilities or whatever. So really it's at like Danforth and Penn and Danforth and Western, where that big hail is going to be right now. Golly, I hate these freaking storm track things. Get them out of here. We'll zoom that out. So that is the hail happening here right now. Well, what's it looking like, Heather, like on your end that you're seeing here in?
A really big mess.
Big mess. Aye.
There are multiple storms producing hail. Like there's one.
So what's the one in Edmond looking like right now? Because you haven't.
It's a little sloppy. Definitely not as strong as the one that went through earlier, but it's
Okay.
It's producing severe hail.
Okay. I also have it open on my computer here. Okay, yeah, it does look like, yeah, we are definitely getting an area of hail. If I looking back on the radar here, yeah, it looked a lot better over by the village and into Edmond. So again, some areas did get hit with hail here multiple times now. So that's the storm here in the Edmond area. Yukon, you got hit with hail as well, and I'm curious to see how big this hail was. This was while I was driving around. Golf ball size hail in Yukon as well. So we've had a couple different storms. This one in Edmond, this one looks like it's weakening a bit. Let's check back in here in Moore with this tornado warned storm. Looks like the hail core is in Moore right now, just south of Highway 37 here in Moore, which is Wilson Boulevard, pretty much right along Southwest 19th. And Santa Fe is where you're seeing quite a bit of hail. You see that pink showing up here on radar. If I just draw a little circle here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is where we need to keep an eye on. This is where likely that biggest hail is falling. Let's bring up the correlation coefficients. And yeah, look at that. Look at all of the greens and the, Jesus, okay. Yeah, but this one in Moore is looking pretty significant here. Quite a bit of hail falling in this. Looks like very low CCs across the board. When you're seeing things as greening as we're seeing here. I'm bringing up radar scope on my other phone. I'm going to try to sift through the MPing reports that are at least current anyway. I'm trying to see what we have coming in here with this. And obviously, if you guys are watching, you're in the Oklahoma City area, please let us know what you're seeing in your location, and that can really help us here with determining the hail size. Golly, I got all these other ones. Okay. There's a lot from like way earlier. Okay, well, it's quite a bit. Either way, these low CCs over where the reflectivity is high, that's indicating that we have potentially some pretty large hail here. This storm is warned for that tennis ball size hail. Velocities, let's go ahead and check out the velocities of this. Ooh, okay, I'm a little concerned about this guy right here in to the southwest of I-35, kind of off on its own. I hope the velocities aren't, okay, yeah, so there's a bit of a couplet there. Possibly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone's seeing a lowering, one of the chasers here in Oklahoma City, because where this is located is very likely to be where that rotation may be. Thankfully, it does not appear like anything is on the ground at the moment as I'm looking at this. I hope so anyway, on radar. And again, we are in an area of the country where we have excellent storm coverage, so I'm sure we got helicopters on this like crazy. The tornado warning has been updated. It's still radar indicated. It's warned for 2-inch hail now for the city of Moore. And the storm is moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. So they brought that hail size down a little bit, but it looks like, again, if I just switch this entirely over to correlation coefficient, there is going to be a lot of low CCs with this. Like, I know it looks a little messy, but all that green and blue and yellow here on either side of I-35 in the middle of Moore, that is where your hail is most likely falling to be in excess of that golf ball size. That's 1.75 inches in diameter. So again, if I just kind of thumb through it, so you can see here and more, there's your low CCs. That's where your big hail is going to be. If I bring up differential reflectivity here, okay, well I forget that that's a mess on this this max system, so I try not to use that too much as I want to. Okay, so that is this storm right now, and golly, we got a bunch of different storms happening. Jesus, okay. It looks like, if I'm looking on my other computer here, we have a storm to northeast of Chickasha that is going bananas. We got this storm here in the Moore area. That continues to be tornado warned. We have this storm here in Edmond that looks like this one's on the decline. And we also have a storm over by Mustang. Is that new? Yeah, it's a new severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to actually make it so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. We're going to zoom on out. We're going to just look at the whole metro and just show you what we have going on. So we have one. So hang on, let me forget that I can't see it. We have one. Nope. Come on. Oh, golly. This computer is mad at me today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different storms, all in the metro right now, all dropping hail, one of which is indeed tornado warned. So, oh boy. Let's just kind of break it down one by one then. We'll start here, the storm in North Edmond heading into Guthrie. This one, it looks like we've had a new warning. Yes, either a new warning or an updated warning to the storm now moving towards Guthrie. This, I'm assuming the hail size, yes, has gone down 1.5 inches in diameter and 60-mile-an-hour winds. This one's moving quick, northeast 50 miles an hour. Now, this storm probably doesn't look as good as it did. Okay, yeah, I have this one little area of low CCs. If I zoom in here, this is going to be on the southwestern sides of Guthrie, pretty much along Broadway and Seward Road, and this will move pretty much right into the center of Guthrie, Oklahoma, with that hail probably ranging from sub-severe to up to maybe ping pong ball size hail or so. Now, the other storm, this one, the most recent warning here in Yukon, I see a storm report here in Mustang. I do not know if this is a current alert. Let's see when it came, 5:40. Okay, so that's from an earlier storm. So let's just ignore. We're going to go ahead, we're going to ignore that one. But this warning here, this is for Yukon and sections of northwest Oklahoma City again. So for Bethany, Edmond, Mustang, Yukon, my house, we have 1.25-inch hail is what the warning's for. So 60 miles an hour and half-dollar size hail. This is also moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. If I bring up the correlation coefficient for this one, notice not as much. So this storm either is just now starting to get its act together, or it is going to probably be not as big of a deal here as it's moving into an area that's already had 2 storms so far in the last hour or so. Oops, okay, nope, that's not what I need. I did that on accident. There we go. Moving off to the north and to the east here, the storm to the west, Okarche. We have a hail spike with this one. What do I mean by hail spike? This little thing sticking up right there, that is not actually the radar return. This is actually the radar hitting the hail, and it's causing it to refract and essentially shoot out away from the storm here. So this storm is probably pretty mean. Yeah, that's very likely dropping much larger hail with this one. Notice again we have that significant tag on this one. That one's one for 2-inch hail and moving to the northeast at 50 miles an hour as well. So these storms a lot of these storms are moving pretty quick, except for the storms down further to the south here. Let me just zoom out a bit. There we go. We're gonna go over here by Moore, where as far as I'm aware, unless Heather says something otherwise, there is no tornado with us here in Moore, Oklahoma currently.
There's so many hailstorms going on right now. I mean, I haven't seen anything in the chat about anything
Yeah.
on the ground, but
Yeah, so basically what Heather's saying is our chat isn't blowing up with reports of a tornado. So
I mean, someone should probably be watching it.
yeah, so we're watching this super closely. We're gonna look at this tornado warning storm over more. Okay, this is an interesting little feature here at I-35 and near Franklin and Tecumseh. Here's your little bit of a couplet showing up where you would have that most likely opportunity. Definitely, I would venture a guess that there is a lowering with this, a rotating wall cloud here just on the eastern sides of I-35. I believe, was this the Flood Ave exit? No, it's not. No, I'm not. Yeah, no, it is. It's the Flood. So at the Flood Avenue exit here in I-35 between Moore and Norman, a bit of rotation, but it does not look like it is tight enough yet. Let me confirm that with velocities via the terminal radar on my. Yeah, it's wrapping. It's definitely wrapped up. There's definitely, I guarantee, there's a wall cloud with this here, in between Moore and Norman. But I do not see this storm, as it stands right now, having a tornado with it. So it does still have hail. It looks like the hail sizes have come down considerably, probably closer to that quarter to half-dollar size hail, unless I get a report otherwise proving that. It looks like this storm doesn't quite have the packing the punch that it had a little bit ago. I know the warning definitely still continues. We're gonna bring up that tornado warning once again here. Yeah, so it's still warning for 2-inch hail. I don't think this is updated in a minute. It's moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Tornado 2-inch hail radar indicated. We have this severe thunderstorm warning. That was for tennis ball size hail and radar indicated, but I don't think that has been updated since the tornado warning was since issued. Further to the south and to the east, or west, excuse me, we have this storm by Amber, And look at the hail on that guy right there. That is right along I-44. Definitely some big hail here. If I highlight the area by amber, where you see those low correlation coefficients, that is where you're going to have the biggest hail, very likely in that much larger category. And I'm going to venture a guess as well that when I bring up this warning, looks like we have actually we have two different storms here. When I bring up this warning, whoops, that was the wrong thing I wanted to do. It's likely for, I'm going to guess 2-inch hail here, and that's going to include Amber, Blanchard, Chickasha, and Newcastle yet again. These storms are really training over the same basic areas, so a lot of folks here in the OKC Metro, again, hit 1, 2, 3 times with this, and this is in effect till 7:15 p.m. It is currently 6:40 here in Edmond while we're doing this coverage. So a lot of stuff happening. I know I'm bouncing back and forth all over the place, but we have a ton of storms. We actually have another storm. It looks like this other storm's hitting Chickasha as well. And this one looks pretty mean as also, if I bring up the correlation coefficient and see what the hail's doing in this bad boy. Low CCs there, low CCs there. So today, if the cap broke, we would have seen some big hail. And what happened? The cap broke. The cap broke quite a bit, actually. We're seeing quite a bit more activity than I was anticipating today. I figured we would have one monster supercell move through somewhere in the I-35 corridor here in Oklahoma. I didn't think we would have every storm decide to go up and go bananas here across all the whole freaking metro. I mean, that's I mean, all right. I don't know what star level this map is going to be. Make sure, as long as you're not. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Yeah. So. If you guys are wondering, I'm actually gonna. What you're looking at, I can move the webcam, and you can see some behind-the-scenes stuff here. I'm looking at this monitor as well, so I have a couple other parameters here, other things that I'm looking at, so I can see other reports coming in and manage the chat a little bit. So, and then this is the screen that you guys are seeing on your TV or whatnot. So, again, I got a bunch of different things that I'm looking at all simultaneously here. I do, golly, that's a 3-inch marker on this storm by Chickasha now, and that is moving generally towards the Oklahoma City Metro. So again, yeah, we got a ton of stuff going on. So outside of just here in Oklahoma City, we do have some other activity going on. I'm actually going to, do I have, oh man, I didn't make one for that. I'll take myself to Kansas City and they'll get me closer. We do have a fair bit of activity also in Nebraska, the other risk area for the day. Everything seems to be staying to the east of Omaha. We do have some tornado warnings, a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. This line right here that you guys can see, there is your dry line / cold front right there. It shows up clear as day on radar, so that should keep Omaha generally free from a risk. We did also have some storms over in the Chicago area. I'm pretty sure that has since calmed down quite a bit, but we did see quite a few storm reports here near the radar site in the Joliet area. We can query those quickly before we move back to the Oklahoma City area. Looks like some generally around 1-inch hail at the Joliet College, a couple of reports of quarter-size hail in West Shorewood, and some quarters in northern Manuka. A lot of areas pretty similar. No, it's south of where the big storm was a couple weeks ago. This is nowhere near as significant of a storm as what we had seen on April 3rd or 4th. I don't remember which day that was, but so the main bulk of activity has been here in the Oklahoma City Metro. It's the first time, probably the biggest hail that we've had, probably the biggest hail we've had at the office, huh?
Yeah, I
For sure.
Never seen like anything larger than maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got some.
I know you've seen larger hail like at the other office.
Yeah, at this office, this is probably the biggest hail we've had of, probably say around golf ball, maybe 2-inch hail here at Hail Trace. Yeah, so looking to see, okay, it looks like we do have a new tornado warning in effect. So I'm going to kind of come back here with this storm over by Chickasha. I'm assuming it's the one that's in amber.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to query that. Okay, so that tornado warning is for 2-inch hail. And the tornado, tornado and hail up to 2 inches is moving northeast at 20 miles an hour. However, it is radar indicated. This is not a confirmed warning. Again, we very likely have a ton of chasers out on this. Here is where the area of concern is going to be, where the green and the red meet, and a little bit of a little meeting point there. That is going to be where that potential for a tornado is. Thankfully, it looks like not really much in the way, holy crap, not really much in the way of any signs of an ongoing tornado. However, if based off of my reaction there, here on the northern sections of Chickasha, right along Highway 81, they're getting blitzed, man, with some serious hail. Like, holy cow! Look at this right here, guys. I mean, this is what has my attention as much as it does. That's a lot of very low correlation coefficient values. The greens and the blues. That is going to really highlight some very large hail falling within this storm. So, and the reflectivity values are also very high. Goodness, good night. And it's mostly hail falling as well. So this storm, that's moving generally in this direction here. Can you guys tell I don't produce very much? My lines are awful. Usually up on the green screen. So this storm is a vicious son of a gun. I'm sure. Bring it up. Yeah, okay, so that's still 1 for 2-inch hail. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, we're even getting that radar update here. We're even getting a hail spike with this. I wouldn't be surprised if we're seeing much larger hail, possibly closer to that tennis ball to baseball range here right along Highway 81, just north of Chickasha. And this is moving in northeast towards Amber, Bridge Creek, Newcastle, and then eventually more in Norman if it can hold itself together. So that's another vicious looking storm here. Let's see, any of these that came in recently? I haven't seen it. I'm surprised. I haven't seen any new storm reports coming in here across the metro, but I know we have a ton going on. I wouldn't be surprised if the National Weather Service here in Norman is getting a little overwhelmed. I'm seeing MPing reports, in case you're curious, Heather. The storm in more, like literally just now, of quarters, wherever it's right on the Oklahoma-Cleveland County border here. Let me zoom in on this for you guys. So this is the tornado warning storm. We're very close to the radar, so it's going to look super messy. But correlation coefficients are still a bit lower, but right along I-240, up to that 1-inch hail falling right now here in the Oklahoma City area. If I bring up velocities, it looks like the tornado chances do not look as intense. It's still tornado warned. If you're going to see anything, it's going to be right here. If it'll draw. Oh no, it didn't even make a circle. It'd be in this region, east of I-35, in that weird developing area between Moore and Norman. So I think this tornado warning will be allowed to expire in Moore, thankfully. As far as I'm aware, we haven't had any confirmation of a touchdown. I haven't heard anything from any of the folks out chasing or anything. We do have Justin and Steve out chasing with the truck, I believe. I'm assuming they managed to get out there. Our truck was in the shop all the way up until moments before. Looks like we have another storm. The storm here that's in the Bethany, Yukon area, kind of getting close to my house. It's raining at my house right now, for sure. It does not appear to have anything crazy in it. I doubt you're getting much. I don't think you're getting severe hail at all, at least in my house. which is good. The landlord will be happy about that. I think no severe hail with this. So if you're in the Village, Edmond areas that have seen storms a couple times already, I do not think you're going to see severe hail with this one. This storm has moved to Golly, it's moved to Kingfisher already? I guess it is moving, hauling ass. Yeah, it's already past Orcarchi, moving to Kingfisher. It looks like it went over Kingfisher, and the hail core has since kind of died off. Guthrie, you've already been impacted. I haven't seen any storm reports coming in for Guthrie yet. Let me look in on MPing report, see if we got anything there in the Guthrie area. I see a dime report, and man, these aren't in the air. This is not in the spot. Okay, I see it. Man, that's not the spot where like the big hail would have been. That's a bummer. So here, they already passed Guthrie. We're getting to Langston. Definitely still seeing some hail. Geez, yeah, you're definitely still seeing some hail. Very likely seeing closer to that golf ball size hail in the Langston area. Looks like Stillwater may have gotten some hail. I haven't had a chance to even keep a close eye on that. We got a new warning here for the Kingfisher area. But I think right now, for something that may impact the greater Oklahoma City metro, so Cleveland County, Oklahoma County, and portions of Canadian County, that I think has the best chance to see more very large hail, it's going to be this storm here on the northern sides of Chickasha. This thing looks like a monster, as it is. Yeah, it is dropping a ton of big hail here across the Chickasha and Amber area, with the hail algorithm saying hail possibly as large as 3 inches. Based off of what we're seeing here, golly, man, like that hail spike is no joke. So it's either a metric crap ton, so a ton of hail of that quarter to golf ball variety, or we're seeing baseballs. Like that's pretty much that's probably your only two options. You're either getting ripped in here between Highway 81 and I-44 here in the Chickasha Amber area with very large hail, or you are seeing a ton of hail. I'm curious if this warning has since updated yeah, it's still just saying 2-inch hail. I don't think this warning has updated in a while, either the tornado or, yeah, see, this last update was at 6:42, so a little over 10 minutes ago was the last time we've had any updates to the warning here, so I wouldn't be surprised. Golly, man, that storm is looking vicious right off of Chickasha. Like, if there's anything that's gonna do, if there's anything that's gonna do the thing for like big time hail, it's gonna be this storm. Yeah, and as of 6:33, a 3-inch MPing report from, oh Christ, that was from a while ago. The guy, the one that I'm talking about by Chickasha, it was like on I-44. It was like right along I-44. It's 6:33. It was a teacup report. So that was from like 20 minutes ago. I don't know which storm it was from. To be completely honest, it was a bunch of stuff happening here. And of course, in our internal work chat here at Hail Trace, golly, we're getting blown up because we have all kinds of folks who are in the area. Let's see. We got good old Ben here. Looks like he lives in Norman. He got hit by both of the Norman storms of 2021, and he said, I'm getting a little nervous here in Norman, and I don't blame Ben for that. Because if we loop this one time, you can see, actually, you know what? I'm going to loop it a couple times. That was kind of cool. You can see the storm, the general direction it's moving. It's not moving very fast, but it is moving, and notice how there's nothing to the south of it. We have no other storms south of here. So you just have this nice warm air and moist air moving into the storm. It looks like it's trying to reorganize itself a bit, and it would be on a a hell of a collision course here for Norman, about 30 miles away. So we're watching this obviously extremely carefully. We could have some very high impact hail here. Looks like I saw, oh golly, I am getting ripped a new one here in the chat. Derek said lots of damage in Yukon, windows broke on cars. We got another coworker saying that they had some windows broken from the hail. I got 100 million pictures coming in. Like this is gonna be a high impact event here, folks, for a lot of the OKC area. I'm actually, you know what? What the hell? I'm sitting at the computer. Like, why the hell am I not doing this? Like, if you give me a second, I can log into our internal work chat. And I can bring up some of these photos that the chat is getting like buried with here, guys. So again, a ton of storms. It looks like the most impactful storms right now is not directly over some population, over the big population anyway. We have it in the Amber area, right along I-44, heading towards Norman. We do have hail occurring right now at pretty much, what is this, Midwest City, Del City area, and southeastern sections of Oklahoma City, right between 240 and I-40. Probably pretty close to Tinker, honestly. I'm assuming that big gap's Tinker. Right? Yeah, Tinker. Yeah, pretty much right over Tinker. I think Tinker Air Force Base is getting hail right now. Golly, I'm trying to remember where Tinker's at. No, it's not there. It's got to be... Yeah, it's this right here. Yeah, so I think it's hailing at Tinker Air Force Base right now. Yeah, you're definitely getting hail at Tinker. I should... Okay, I got the live coverage stuff showing up here in a second. Man, now I know how Justin feels when he's freaking doing this crap for me. Man, this is like chaotic. Obviously, put in... If you're liking this, send a like, send a share. Thanks, as always. Let me actually do this. I'll do a sponsor in here right quick. Thanks to, which one did I bring up? C3 Group. All right, yes, thanks C3 Group. You can come check them out. They've been one of our sponsors for a very long time. You know, you guys see their ads show up here from time to time. So I think what I'm going to do, while we have these storms going on, I'm going to bring up some pictures once this ad's over, and we can see together, because I'm going to find out, I'm going to see some of these pictures for the first time here. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, I'm going to see some of these pictures pretty much for the first time here in the chat. Update that, check that, and now go to camera 3. Okay, so I'm assuming you guys can see this. This was, yes you can, all right, good. This is larger than golf ball size hail. That's at Northwest 150th and Western. Big time hail there. I'm assuming, what time did we get this posted at? So this is right at the 6 o'clock hour, so it must have been one of those. Here is a photo right by Quail Springs Mall here in North OKC. That's some big hail. Yeah, cute puppies. Again, around that 6 o'clock hour, so right at Quail. So that's going to be right at on the John Kilpatrick Turnpike here in Oklahoma City, right along near that Edmond border. I'm assuming Bailey's house got hit because he lives in that area. Yeah, here's another one here. Okay, this one is actually a tweet with the 2 storms. First storm at 5:45. Man, they measured that there. It's Southwest 164th and Western and Edmond. They had 2.2 inch hail, and then another storm with up to golf ball size hail. So that's 2 different storms impacting here in the North Oklahoma City, Edmond area. Okay, we have, golly. Okay, let's see what other photos we got in here. No, not now. Shut up. Here's some hail. For some jagged hail. Look at all the hail in the yard too. Look at that. That's quite a bit of hail here. I don't know where Chance is at, but that's another good storm. Okay, here's one that's at Mercy Hospital in OKC.
What size was the hospital?
1 inch. That was one of the pictures there. That was from 6:30. Here's another one. It's at 192nd in Portland. Holy crap! Did you see this one, Heather?
What is it?
Golly, that's like a tennis ball.
Where?
At 192nd in Portland. Have you not seen this? You're in the live photos chat, right?
I mean, I am, but I can't really look at all the maps.
Here, I'm gonna DM you this one. Here, I'm gonna send this one straight. So what you get, guys? You get some of the behind the scenes on this crap, right? Yeah, there you go, Heather. I just DM'd it to you. And I know we got some others. Okay, we have. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm getting blitzed here on Twitter. Okay, this is North Edmond, the second round. There's a golf ball in the picture. Looks like we have kind of. This looks very similar to what I saw on my way back to the office here in Oklahoma City. So, or here in Edmond, wherever I am. Okay, here is round 1 golf ball size hail in Edmond. Round 2 is dime to P. That's some hard round hail. You know, I know there's reports of damage already, and that can definitely really correlate with that pretty well. Here's another one. We had West Edmond at 6:28. And they said just now, so that must have been storm 3, 2, I don't know which one. And that one, yeah, let's see if that's in inches. That's definitely some golf ball size hail there on the biggest one. Okay, here's another one. Okay, yeah, Twitter is blowing up. We got a pretty significant storm here, guys. Hail in North Edmond off of Covell and Bryant. That looks like a ping pong ball. Here, hail at 2nd and Santa Fe. This is only. Man, it's not even 2 miles from our office. And that's like the size of a fat tire beer can there. So that's probably, what, 2 inches is like the diameter of a beer can. It's this one. Little hail my ass, man. Holy crap. Ms. J here in Edmond, that's some big hail. Looks like she's got a bunch there in the background too. That's another solid 2-incher on that one. Let's see what else we got. Okay, we're getting, holy crap, getting lit up. Okay, this is actually at K4. If you guys know where K4 is located, that's bigger than quarter size hail there. That's quite large. And then here's another one in Edmond. This gives you an idea of how, so that's big, golf ball size hail. An idea of the hardness. It set off the alarms in my son's truck. Just a few dings, but that's still doing some damage there as well. So we got a ton. I mean, my word, we are getting blitzed here with pictures and locations, even with a lot of folks whom live. A lot of us live in the Edmond area. Oh no, sounds like Andrea's pansies are dead. R.I.P. Well, okay, we do have. I'm gonna switch things. Nope, I messed that up. There we go. I'm gonna switch things back over here because we have a new tornado warning actually issued for the the Norman, or for the Moore area. And it looks a little bit more intense than it did a little while ago. So we looked at some pictures, but we still got storms happening here across the Metroplex, or Metro. I'm feeling a little out of sorts here for a second, just because honestly, I am not used to sitting at the desk being live with the stuff I'm usually on the green screen. I'm like wanting to move my hands around a lot. Like it's some wild stuff here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. We are getting, okay, Spire Network, we're reporting funnel clouds. Oh, shoot. Yeah, funnel clouds halfway to the ground, 1 mile to my northwest from just moments ago. So that's probably why that tornado. Oh, we got Spire Network report, a tornado. Brief tornado flow compacts 2 minutes ago, looking northwest. Okay, so. All right, definitely a tornado warning, definitely a lot more imminent than what we were seeing before. And yeah, look at that, man, right along I-240 here in Oklahoma City, right near Air Depot, South Air Depot and 240. I guarantee you, I'm gonna circle it. It's gonna, the velocity couplet, where you're gonna have that potential for tornado, is gonna be right there. Yep, there it is, right there. So that is where your potential is going to be. Unfortunately, we have so much hail and noise and stuff that's going to be kind of difficult to see where a debris ball may be. But we are getting reports of funnel clouds. I was just checking a lot on Spotter Network. We got a ton of chasers out on this. I wouldn't be shocked if I could bring up, I'm going to try to bring up KOCO really fast and see. I don't want any audio on this, so. Looks like, yeah, we got Chris Lee out there looking at this. Looks like Steven, so Derek is technically chasing in the sense that the truck is chasing, but I'm looking at the feed here. There is definitely quite a bit of rotation. We may have a tornado coming up pretty soon here. Yeah, brief tornado near Lake Stanley Draper, and that's gonna be the storm. It looks like we just had the tornado warning update. Definitely a confirmed tornado warning now, probably because we are getting alerts. So weather spires, yeah. So damaging tornado and golf ball size hail is the warning. Confirmed tornado was located over southeastern Oklahoma City, right near Tinker. It's moving northeast of 15, so it's moving slow, but it looks like this is our first real actual tornado with this. I'm looking, golly, I can't, this looks like such a friggin' mess on the radar here. I'm gonna switch it over. Heather, I'm gonna check on the stupid terminal radar, whatever it's called. So I'm going to see if I can see it better. Yes, I can see it very well. Yeah, so it's going to be right by Tinker Air Force Base. So we're very close to the radar. Ooh, geez. Okay. Yeah, let's I'm going to bring up those velocities for you here real quick, guys. If what I just saw on radar scope, there it is, right there, okay? I'm going to highlight this. That is where your tornado will be, okay? There's your little guy. It's gonna be right there, okay? So if I go ahead and zoom in on this, we'll get some road intersections for you. But it's gonna be between Sooner Road and Air Depot. It's gonna be moving pretty much right towards Tinker. Tinker is gonna be right here, okay? Or actually, I'm silly. Why not just do, if I can find where it is on the points of interest. There we go. Tinker Air Force Base, right there. I have it highlighted. Okay, so the tornado, that is going to be pretty much right in here, okay? That is your confirmed tornado warning. We have we do have a debris signature showing up now. Or no, we don't. That's noise on. Golly, this friggin' radar is driving me nuts. Okay, so if I bring up correlation coefficient, hard to see, right? So, and that's just because we're so close to, we're just so close to the radar facility that it's going to be very difficult to see where it is. But as far as I know, there are streams of this here. Looking on the live shot that looks like Chris Lee most likely has, either Chris Lee or Derek. Oh. But it looks like lowering. I don't think there's anything on the ground at this exact moment, but very imminent here. And that's going to be moving pretty much right over Tinker, and then after that, we're going to be going to Midwest City, and probably over towards eventually Choctaw and Del City. But in the meantime, we do have a fair bit of hail as well. Jesus, man. Fair bit of hail as well. So the storm must have really kind of taken off here on Southeast 29th. It is after 7 p.m. The parameters for tornado were going to get better as the evening wore on. So as these storms continue to just kind of meander around here in Oklahoma City, that definitely is lending itself to a better, to a better situation here for better parameters for a tornado is what I'm trying to say. So again, I'm looking on what we have here for some live cams through KOCO. I don't see a tornado on the ground right now, which is very good. However, having said that, it's definitely hailing here in Midwest City. As I zoom out a bit, let me get out here again. That confirmed tornado warning, but I think the tornado has since lifted. We are definitely getting hail in Midwest City here along Reno Ave between probably about South Douglas to about Hiawassee. Very likely quite a bit of hail with that. Actually, you know what, it's probably easier to do the scope here. You can see those low CCs really showing up. Definitely at least quarter to maybe even golf ball size hail until I hear otherwise. So that is the confirmed tornado warning storm. I believe may have lucked out. It may have been a very brief tornado. Thankfully the trackers are on this, but it is spinning like a top. Look at that. Yeah, right in here you can see it is spinning like crazy. So we could have another tornado at any time with this storm in Midwest City right over Tinker Air Force Base. So that confirmed tornado warning will continue here across the region. Now, if we look, good Lord, okay, we look at this storm here between Amber and Norman. Notice a little while ago, it was really two different storms, and they have since merged together and found one core updraft region, and now this is a monster as well. So bring up correlation coefficient, it is dropping, oh my goodness, it is dropping a ton of hail as well. It's wrapping up as well. We could potentially have another tornadic situation here in the Blanchard area. And definitely, I mean, goodness, we are seeing hail like crazy. Definitely quite a lot of hail just south of I-44 in Bridge Creek. Seeing some hail possibly even on Highway 9. And hail down even in the hook here along 277. This is a mean storm, and the velocities within this are indicating we could potentially see this tornado warning. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that at all. See this tornado warning potentially expand south. It includes sections of Norman and Noble as this storm continues to move generally eastward. If I query the severe thunderstorm warning, I'm assuming it's probably moving pretty slowly here. Northeast about 25 miles an hour. So this would be going, if this does end up producing any kind of tornadic activity, it would definitely have the potential here for some some real nasty hail and potentially a tornado as well. It looks like we do have another. I should probably check on this other severe thunderstorm warning, partially because it is heading right for our office. Let's see here in the North OKC area again. This area has been ripped with some storms already. Okay, so this storm report right there in the village, that's from 6:15. It is 7:15. It's an hour later. So they had golf ball size hail an hour ago. Looking at correlation coefficient, let me just, it's a little better when I do it like this. We are seeing some lower CCs, and we are right off of 77, which is Broadway here in Edmond. Golly, it's gonna freaking hail at our office again. It's gonna hail here again, Heather. I mean, the warning did just get dropped, so yeah, the warning did just get dropped, so it's probably going to be maybe up to 1 inch hail. Okay, so this storm seems to be weakening. It's pretty turned over, and this whole area is pretty turned over. It has hailed quite a bit. Had quite a few storms training, which means they're going over the same spot over and over and over again. So I think this storm we'll hear it. You'll hear it on my mic here in the office if we do have hail. I'm trying to look through the break room window to see if that's going to be coming to us anytime soon. I'm very hopeful that it doesn't, because I'm trying to keep a brand new car dent free. So we do have an updated tornado warning. This is what I was just talking about, right? So we have that tornado warning for Norman and Noble now. This does include OU's campus. Sophie, if you're watching, please make sure you're getting yourself in your safe place here. Actually, I'm gonna text my wife really fast. Okay. All right, so this is here in Norman. So we have this new tornado warning now in effect. We're going to query that. This does include Norman, so it's going to be Blanchard, Goldsby, Norman, and Noble. The hail size for 2 inches diameter, so is capable of producing a tornado. So it's radar indicated, and it's moving east at about 30 miles per hour. So what's that timeline look like then for here or actually, you know what? Let's bring up velocities. There's your couplet moving east at about 30 miles an hour. That puts that puts the Norman area about Noble at about 753, Goldsby at 744, Cole at 732. Wait, crap. What direction was it moving in? It was moving east. So that's where the velocity looked the best, but notice this storm is kind of messy looking, and there are all kinds of different velocity areas on this to check out. The wind is good on this one, and notice, good night. We have potentially all kinds of hail with this. Man, what in the hell happened here? Heather, what the hell happened in the storm over Blanchard just now? Like, am I crazy? Like, it just like... Well, it's like we just had this whole area. This whole area just kind of appeared in the last handful of minutes. So let me roll the radar back. Dang. Dang. Yeah. Well, just looking at this, I'm just curious because the correlation coefficient is super low in here. Like, a part of me is wondering... part of me is wondering how big this hail, if there's hail in this like area that just got like blitzed here in Blanchard. I'm trying to see. God, Jesus, we have there's so many imping reports in the area that it's like almost impossible to discern which one is right now. So Yeah, we're watching this storm. You can hear it is pouring here at the office. This storm is moving through right now. Oh, we should get some hail here in a second. Actually, you'll still be able to hear me. I'm gonna actually take a step over to our front door, and I'm just curious to see if we're getting any hailstones coming down here at our office. Looks like just heavy rain right now. Oh, no, there's some hail. Hail starting currently. So here, 80 East 5th Street, if you didn't know our address here in Edmond, there you go. Getting some pea-size hail, and that explains why we did not have anything warned. And good all our neighbors here who they have a house right next to our office. They are out on the front porch watching the storm like good Oklahomans. So here in the office, you can hear that heavy rain, but it does not look like we really have too much in the way of hail. So hail pea-size in Edmond, but definitely not the case further. Okay, they just warned the storm again? What did they warn it for? Ping pong balls. Huh, so they warned it in ping pong ball size hail, so it's located over near downtown Edmond, moving northeast at 45. We are in downtown Edmond, and as far as I'm aware, I do not see, oh crap, actually, let me get the office plotted on this right quick. Plot marker here. Well, if it's gonna hail, it's gonna happen real soon here at our office. So that's here at our office. Our confirmed tornado warning is continuing here in, here in the Oklahoma City area. Looking at live feeds, it does not look like we have a tornado with this right now as it's moving into the Choctaw area. If I bring up the velocities, notice it looks much messier than it did before. So no tornado with that. However, there is hail happening in Choctaw currently, just south of Highway 62. Now we move further to the south here in Norman. If you're watching me on the stream right now, Sophie, you need to make sure you're in your tornado shelter, your tornado safe place. So if you do not have a tornado shelter, get, in your most center room of your house, whether it's a closet, bathroom, if you can get in a bathtub, if it all that could be good. Here, looking at the velocities, I do not see anything that could be a tornado right now, but this storm is spinning like a top. It's definitely dropping some big hail, so we could definitely see some nasty storms here as well. So again, not a confirmed tornado currently in. Oh dang, is that new? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we got a new alert, new report, and that is a baseball report here in Grady County from this storm from about 5 minutes ago, which means this storm is dropping baseball size hail. And if we look on correlation coefficient, notice a couple areas come to mind. This area right here, the really low CCs, the area that I was kind of talking to Heather about in the background a bit here, that showed up, that is where you're going to see some potentially up to some baseball size hail. Bring up another area. This area up in here getting close to Newcastle. I wouldn't be shocked as well if we had some big hail with that currently, with maybe even 2-inch hail with that. So we have, golly, we got a lot going on. Sorry, I'm definitely all over the place with this. We have a million different things with this storm. So let me double check on our chat really fast. What'd you say, Heather? Okay, well, I haven't really seen too much. Yeah. Okay. All right, so if it's going to hail, it's going to be hail in our office right now. So, again, you're going to hear me. I'm gonna look out. Oh crap! Yeah, it is hailing at our office. Let me see here. Yeah, we got hail falling here at our office now. So the hail core has gotten to us. It looks like at 80 East 5th Street here in Edmond, we are getting P to half-inch hail. I can actually see the sunshine. That's so crazy. I wish I could move the webcam, but I cannot. Mostly small hail right now. It doesn't appear to be getting any larger. We have some decent winds, probably at 30 mile an hour range, 30, 40 mile an hour range. Nothing too wild. Yeah, I don't know why they re-warned this storm, to be completely honest. I think we're getting hit with the main part of the core, and it has so far been 100% sub-severe hail from what I can see just looking out the front door of our office. I don't want to step out there unless we get some really big hail, because I might ruin this microphone. So that's what's happening right now. And if you look at it on radar, we bring up the correlation coefficient, it'll pretty much confirm here. Notice it's not that crazy. Like, there isn't a whole lot. And again, I'm listening to it. I'm looking out the window here, and that's probably sub-severe hail. So, but again, we've had a few storms move through Edmond already, so it's not a big deal. I think this storm over here by Choctaw, you're getting hail as well. It looks like the tornado threat on this is really winding down. However, I'm very concerned here, actually, about this storm moving towards the south side of Norman. Okay, so, golly. Okay, so this storm down here in Blanchard is freaking mean. And we have a tennis ball report that just came in Blanchard. So that's tennis ball size hail. That, again, confirmed. Doesn't shock me even in the slightest based off of how nasty this storm is looking. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, Norman, you guys get ready. Get ready in Norman. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't know if I don't think the tornado threat may impact Norman, but this hail threat is looking gnarly, okay? This is in Newcastle. This is your hail core right in here. South of I-44, Highway 76, Highway 277. Look at how low these correlation coefficients are. You're seeing the greens and the blues. That, I think, getting as low as, 57%. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, so, yeah, very intense hail core with this. Baseball size hail is not even just likely, it is most definitely occurring within this storm, okay? This is moving this way. Norman, you are going to get impacted with hail. That is what is going to happen next. All right, this is Newcastle. You're getting hit with hail currently. Okay, right along where Highway 9 crosses, where Highway 76 is where you're getting blitzed with hail. Hell, even 277 Highway 9. You're getting blitzed with hail right now. You're also getting hail, it looks like, here in Blanchard and in Cole. This whole area, I'm going to zoom it out, okay? We have two different little hail core regions here. I'm going to kind of highlight them. This is what we're seeing, all right? This is all hail. This is no joke, okay? This is going to move. This is moving generally to the east. I think, Norman, you guys, not a good look. That's not a good look for, I know, Norman, you guys have had a really intense storm. You had probably one of the worst storms in Oklahoma City history kind of recently. And, oh man, that isn't good. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning now out for this. It looks kind of like a mess, but you can kind of see the black lines in here. That's significant warning for baseball-size hail. So that's a baseball-size hail, severe destructive storm for Newcastle and the western portions of Norman. Okay, baseball, 2.75-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is moving to the east at 25 miles per hour So, okay, the radar is going to be a little messy here. So we bring up correlation coefficient. Very easy to see, even on this product where it's not as clear as what you guys may have seen where I'm sitting on my laptop. But let's see, can I bring up the? Okay, there's too much going on to bring up the storm tracks, but if I highlight the area, so it's this, right? Okay, and I move it at 25 miles an hour. If I can get it. No, I can't quite get it. I tried. You're going to be in Norman in less than 20 minutes. Okay? The hail will be hitting you guys in less than 20 minutes. And it is some serious, serious hail here. Lots of hail, and it's certainly a weird looking storm. It's certainly dumping quite a bit of its hail over Blanchard and over Newcastle as it slowly moves off to the east in the next 20 minutes or so, really highlighting that severe thunderstorm warning is really highlighting in here. So that does include OU's campus and most of Norman, really. A lot of the folks who had been impacted in 21, I believe, is that the storm. So that's where, you have a lot of folks in here. This is pretty much where that population starts. It's clear as day because you have the river, the little river delta area. So, and if you bring up the correlation coefficient, it is not far away. We are knocking at the gate here, here in the Newcastle area. Newcastle, you are getting rocked right now with some big hail, and and a tornado warning, mind you. So, lots of. Oh, wait, is that a tornado that's actually happening? Golly. Okay, I don't see. Checking back in with KOCO stream, I don't see any tornadoes here. It looks like we have a very low-hanging, angry wall cloud in the Choctaw area. So let me.
Did we get anything with that storm that we just, what size did we just get with that?
Here in the office? I didn't see anything bigger than a half inch when I looked out the window. So here is that warning. Here, we're in Choctaw. Where the velocities are going to be, that's going to be, with that potential for a tornado, right? That's going to be in this general region. Not looking super clear, but it's always possible you could get something to drop down pretty fast. It is still a confirmed tornado warning. Possibly. No, it's still radar. It's radar indicated, so it's no longer confirmed. And for 1 inch hail, the hail sizes have really come down quite a bit here in the Choctaw area. So I think the most, we had this storm here in Edmond. It's warned here in Edmond, but the main hail core hit our office, and I didn't see anything bigger than probably half-inch hail. So very, very sub-severe hail. I do have some concerns with this storm. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. We have, okay, that's not good. That's the most intense couplet I have seen thus far here on this storm that is heading towards Norman. The potential tornado would be going south of Norman, be pretty much right where you're seeing those hot greens and blues interacting with the red right there. And if I bring up correlation coefficient, oh, that's not good. I see that could potentially be debris. Oh, man, that's not. Oh, that's definitely debris. Okay, we have a tornado, guys. That's a tornado right here, right now. Tornado ongoing This is in Cole, Oklahoma. We have Jesus. Okay, yeah, that's not good. That's definitely not good. That is a nasty looking tornado here. Yeah. Yeah, we need. Okay. Yeah, definitely a. That's a tornado. That's okay. Confirmed tornado warning just got issued. I believe. I think. Nope. Dang it. Hang on. Let me zoom out. No, they didn't confirm the tornado warning. They just reissued it. But I can tell you right now, that's a debris ball right there in Cole, Oklahoma. So this is at 74B and Highway 76, just south of there. I'm gonna circle this right here. It's one for baseball size hail and a potential tornado. That's the tornado right here. And if we're moving east at about 25 miles an hour, it's going to be heading this way generally. And it's not moving fast, but there is going to be quite a lot of rain with this storm. It's almost like the storm is like splitting and redeveloping to the south here, down by Dibble and Washington, Slaughterville, Noble. Good news for the tornado for, again, if this is confirmed, definitely a tornado happening. Sorry, I'm getting a little concerned here. That is a big debris. That's a pretty big debris ball right in here, just south of 74B. Moving again generally east. Thankfully, staying south of the core of Norman, but it's going to head towards Noble and Slaughterville. And so if it's moving east at 25 miles an hour, I'm going to start at the tornado. We're going to cone this out. There we go. Right there. You're going to be in Cole at 7:41. That's in 5 minutes. Goldsby at 7:56. Noble 8:07, probably on the northern sides. Slaughterville 8:14, and possibly McGuire at 8:19. So hopefully this thing lifts, right? But we are definitely in a if they have not, how the hell have they not confirmed this tornado warning? Like, that's a tornado. There's a tornado on the ground. Like, I can say this there's probably a big tornado on the ground, honestly. Let me bring up the stream. I'm trying to look here. I see Sky News. I see a very, very big wall cloud. But there's a big tornado. There's very much a tornado. I just see Jesus Christ. Did you just see that radar, the most recent radar update? Yeah, we're pulling. Okay, I'm gonna try to on my other monitor here. I'm gonna try to estimate how strong this might actually be. Okay, we're lofting debris pretty high. We're lofting debris almost 15,000 feet in the air. That's a strong tornado. This is a strong tornado, guys. We have a strong tornado on the ground here in Cole, Oklahoma. Okay. But dang it, God, I keep freaking doing that. Come on. Get it together here, John. So, tornado. That is big tornado right here, okay? Right here. We're moving generally to the east. I don't know if I have do I have the roads? Dang it. Do I have the roads for this area set up right now? Crap, I don't. Okay, so is it hitting stuff right now, Heather? We hitting people with this tornado? I don't have the roads for this county open. Loaded up.
They're just like small towns right now.
Yeah, but has it impacted like properties? Because it had to hit something for the.
I think it's hit a few.
Okay, so we're hitting people. It's heading towards Goldsby. It's heading towards Cole. I don't know how big Cole is. It's a little town. Yeah, we're hitting some homes here. Okay. And lest we forget, if I zoom this out, we are still getting baseball size hail on the south side of Newcastle, Blanchard, you've been just getting hailed on forever. And this is all moving into Norman. So, again, big tornado here just in portions of Cole, Oklahoma, moving to the east. And the hail is moving towards Norman as well. Like, this is, I mean, this storm is, it's on the move now. It's not, it was almost stationary before, and we're starting to actually move. And we may start seeing the hail get to Norman. But this is, I don't know why they haven't, maybe it's just we got a lot going on, but you can see the debris. Okay, when I just switched over to reflectivity, again, you can see the debris ball in reflectivity. Golly, there's got to be a helicopter on this somewhere, right? This is not good, guys. This is definitely a vicious storm. Very much need to make sure that I can't freaking believe that they have. How do they not confirm this? Like, this is like one of the more obvious, whatever. So, doesn't matter. Tornado warning. There's the confirmed warning right there. We're going to bring this up. We're going to query that for you guys. Confirmed tornado warning for particularly, so this is a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. We're moving east at 30 miles an hour. We have a damaging tornado that's confirmed. You don't even need the weather spotter. This is about as clear as it can get here with radar analysis. Located, it's over Cole, Oklahoma. We're doing damage, okay? And this is moving east, 30 miles an hour. We got Cole, we got Goldsby, and we got Noble coming up, okay? So I know there's a lot of red boxes and a lot of crazy stuff showing up here on the Max system. Man, I gotta restart this computer after we're done because they were moving like snail's pace. But you can see the red outlined box, the more deep red right in here. I'm highlighting. That's where your confirmed tornado warning is. Here is the tornado, and this is where it's heading. So if you are downstream, if you're in Noble, if you're in Goldsby, you need to get into your tornado safe place now. That is a big debris ball right in here. It keeps getting bigger. That's not good. Like, there's, holy crap, oh my God. Okay, yeah, this is bad. Bad tornado, big tornado happening right now. 100% big tornado right now. The shear on this thing is nuts. Like, I'm gonna try to get another estimate on the debris here. Yeah, we're up to debris getting lofted. It looks like approximately 16,000 feet. That's, again, strong tornado. Without a doubt, a strong tornado with this. Let's see if I can get some gate-to-gate shear on this. Oh, boy. Yeah, big scary tornado on this thing, guys. And the other thing to remember is this has got hail being tossed around it out in front of it as well. So Goldsby, you're seeing some hail now, some big hail, and then you're not going to see this tornado coming because you got rain pretty much all around it. We can see the tornado. Again, you can see it on reflectivity. It's over the center of where it says Cole right now. Oh, boy. I can't believe that Norman Air is going to get some again. So in the middle of Cole currently is that tornado. And it is, you can probably only see it if you are like right here in Washington and you're looking this way. You might be able to see it. But notice all of this rain wrapping around, that's making it very difficult to see. If you are in the path of this in Goldsby or in Noble, you cannot see this, okay? There's gonna be a ton, you're probably getting blitzed with some baseball-sized hail in Goldsby, like along Highway 74 right now, and you have no idea you got this tornado coming for you. So, tornado safe place. You hear the sirens going off? Okay, I just got I feel like I got all kinds of tornado warning updates just now. We're getting all on top of each other here. Still particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. Why do we have two of them? Come on. Whatever. Point is, we have this dangerous tornado ongoing. Okay, we got a radar update. We're over coal. That's not what you want to see. Yeah, we're tearing up some stuff. Okay, this is all debris ball. We hit something. We hit some stuff. Okay, I'm. Yeah, right through. We went right through the middle of this town. All right. Oh boy, not good. We're starting to occlude. Okay, yeah. So it looks like we're starting to move this way now. Okay. So what happens is you have a storm. You have the rotations. Uh, the velocity is going to be really intense, right? And what will happen is it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, and then it'll start to occlude into the storm. And then, yeah, I already see it here. A new meso, so a new area of rotation begins, and this may end up dropping a tornado next if we aren't we're not careful. We could potentially have two at the same time if a lot of times you get that handoff, but we may have a situation where the tornado occludes. We hand off to a different tornado here within this storm. On a slightly more relieving note for people in Norman, I do not think Norman's going to see a tornado. Honestly, the way this storm is now wrapping up and getting crazy, we may not even see big hail in Norman. It may actually try to move itself to the south here and impact Noble and maybe even just along the Highway 9 area of Norman instead. Okay, there you go. There's that LSR of a storm report for a tornado, very obviously. Let's see if we got any details in here outside of it just being a tornado. Broadcast media is just reporting a tornado in Cole. Again, very, very obvious, which is unfortunate. When you have a very obvious tornado, that usually means that something big and bad got hit. So let me zoom in a bit here. The tornado. Oh, I do have the roads. Huh. I'm going to turn off the storm reports. We do have the roads in Cole. So I didn't realize I actually had these roads loaded up. But, oh, man. That, when you're, okay. Not good. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. There's your tornado, without a doubt. Here in Cole, something got hit, not badly. So we have 4.5 inches, says Nathan Sweets. I don't know what you're referring to, but just let me know. So here, their correlation coefficient is very, very low. The deep blues, that's a lot of debris being lofted. If we any points of interest on here that I can highlight? Okay, no, I can't. That's fine. But either way, it's on Highway 74. It's now east of Portland Ave. It's going to move over 280th Street to the west of Fernwood Road imminently. Definitely imminently. So 280th, what road is this? It's at Penn. Between May and Penn is where it's at right now. And it's moving more northeast now. So on 290, Western and 290th, you're up next. Holy cow. There's got to be a video of this, right? I can't. Yeah, it looks like it is. It's got to be rain wrapped because I'm looking at helicopter footage, and it's like almost impossible to see. But yeah, we definitely have a rain-wrapped major tornado event happening here. Let me zoom out the radar so you guys can see. Look how, I mean, this thing is, how's it still raining? This thing is wrapped up like crazy. I mean, you can see the cold air cutting through. You have that warm, unstable air freely flowing in. And that tornado, big. Jeez. I mean, I'm zoomed out pretty far, right? And, you guys can see easily the tornado right here. that is not good. I really hoping, again, people who have the storms, the ongoing. I know we have excellent coverage here in the Oklahoma City area, but this is a very intense tornado. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a gauge. Again, large, strong tornado doing damage here in the Cole, Goldsby area. Again, that tornado is going to be right, whoops, too big, right in here. So I'm going to zoom in. Looks like we do have an update, or do we? Say it's 750 right now. It's not moving very fast. So it's just sitting and spinning in one place. Here in, probably moving into the Goldsby area now. If I update the correlation coefficient, there it is. Yeah, those velocities, that is bad. That is a very, very, very intense situation here, and it's moving slow. The way it is, it seems like this storm has been wrapping up so hard that it isn't really moving very much. So if I loop it just one time, well, I mean, that's way too quick. Can I slow this down? We're doing very slow. You can see where it's going. There we go. Looks like hopefully, I hope this thing is weakening. Yeah, it's just wrapped up so much. It's gotta, like, the tornado is still, it's right here. It's now right at 280th and Penn, and moving towards Western very slowly. And it's gonna get into, it's just getting into Goldsby now. So we're gonna get to West Chestnut Road at 290th, Petite Road. And then again, we just have a ton of hail as well with this thing. It is dropping lots of hail right along I-35, probably at the Riverwind Casino. We're probably seeing some. What the heck? Oh, get out of here. All right. Where's Riverwind? It's over here somewhere. Either way, point being, there's definitely hail with this storm in Goldsby, right along I-35, just south of Highway 9, and probably debris from this tornado as well. Man, goodness gracious, definitely a pretty gnarly storm here. And I'm trying to look around. I see there's video of the hail core, but I'm trying to see. Oh, wait, what the heck? Michael Armstrong and Cole, looks like he just drove past, or it must have passed or something, because I saw a bunch of like messed up trees. But latest, anyway, I'm going to take a break from this for just a second, because we have apparently a new storm that has just formed in Mustang that I had no idea about. Okay. But looking at this here in Mustang, it's dropping hail. It's certainly dropping hail. This is going to get close to Will Rogers Airport. It's warned for $half size hail right now. It's got a hail algorithm saying close to 2-inch, so we're strengthening for sure. Golly, that's going to go over my house. Like, well, my car's not there, so whatever. As long as it doesn't have wind with it and break windows for my dogs, I couldn't care less, honestly. What a hail at my house. So yeah, this is in Mustang. Hail happening now Southwest 89th Street and South County Line Road in far, far, far southwestern, the heck is that? Southwestern sections of Oklahoma County. This is moving to the northeast. I don't know at how fast. I will tell you right now. Moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. So Oklahoma City, this could end up going right through downtown. on the trajectory it's on right now if it continues to strengthen. Okay, it looks like we have a radar update here with the dangerous storm with the tornado ongoing here in Cole. I'm going to get rid of the local storm report because it's kind of covering up some stuff. Okay. There is your, so you can very clearly see there is where your velocity couplet's going to be, and still definitely a tornado ongoing with this. Again, continuing, this tornado is continuing here, now moving into Goldsby. Looks like we've got a little bit of motion. It's at Western. Looks like it's pretty much at Western and Chestnut here in the Goldsby area. And it looks like we're going to be hitting a neighborhood here very, very soon, which is not good, very bad, because that just means more structures being impacted, which means if this radar updates in the area of deep blue like you're seeing in here, updates, ends up like expanding, and that means that we are destroying a bunch of stuff, which is very, we don't want to see that. We do this coverage, we want to see, obviously a lot of folks watching may see hail and get excited because it's the industry we're in, but we don't want to see a big scary tornado tearing stuff up, and it's definitely very slowly occluding. By occluding, I mean it's moving northeastward, so it's going to be heading towards the I-35, Highway 9 area. So we're starting to get closer to Norman here, and it looks like we are now definitely seeing some hail as well on the south side of Highway 9, impacting like East Cedar Lane Road and 12th Avenue Southeast, all to the west of was that Classen, I think? It's Highway 77 here in sections of Norman. So far southern sections of Norman and Noble, you're getting hit with big hail. And then we have the intense tornado here where I'm hoping desperately that this thing is going to lift. I mean, every time I look at the velocities, I just have like a pit in my stomach. That's not good. We're, I just hope, folks are in their tornado shelters at this point. We have an updated tornado warning now. Let me query that. Oh my God, we have so many friggin' things on here. So a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning continues. It does include tennis ball size hail, but at the end of the day, does that matter when you have a big tornado? Moving east, 15 miles an hour, very, very slowly. A large and extremely dangerous tornado is located near Cole at 7:55, so 3 minutes ago. Moving east, this is heading towards Goldsby, and then Hall Park, and then eventually southern sections of Norman if it continues just on its slow trajectory towards the Norman area. So if you're in Norman, especially if you are, oh my goodness, like the CCs are, the correlation coefficient is getting so messy that I can't tell, I almost can't discern the difference between a tornado and hail or debris. So take that for what it's worth. But if you are, honestly, if you're getting hail right now in Norman, like bigger hail, you need to be on alert. Like this thing's going to be moving generally towards the Riverwind Casino, but I'm really hoping that this thing lifts. There's your couplet. So your tornado is going to probably be right on top of this neighborhood at 290th and Santa Fe along Chloe Way, and yeah, I guess just Chloe Way. And there's your correlation coefficient. Again, it's a mess. It looks like a mess now. We got hail, we got stuff, debris, all that. I'm hoping that this thing occludes and lifts. And if that means that Norman gets blitzed with some tennis ball to baseball size hail, so be it. If that means that the tornado is going to lift. Actually, I'm going to also kind of dual coverage this a little bit. We have a storm blowing up as well on the southwestern sides of Oklahoma City. This is at I-44 and 152 along like Rockwell and Covell. Not Covell. Nope, wrong city entirely on Covell. I wanted to say Council. Between Rockwell and Council. I live in Oklahoma City. I should know this crap better. Correlation coefficient is pretty low, on this. Hail sizes on here are indicating possibly up to 2-inch, and the algorithm, what echo tops on this are tall. It's tall and growing. So this might go. Dang, man, why is this thing taking off like it is? Like, good Lord. Big hailstorm now just to the west of 240 and I-44 in Mustang and sections of Oklahoma City along Newcastle Road. Am I at the airport? Is this at the airport? Am I going crazy? Yeah, it's hailing at the airport. Okay. Yeah, at the airport. If you're anywhere near Will Rogers Airport, you're getting hit. Yeah, there's the terminal right there. You're getting hail at the terminal. It's probably not super big yet, but it's about to be. Yeah, OKC Airport, you're gonna get smacked with something pretty soon here, and I bet that warning's gonna update because they're gonna hear about it. Anyway, going back, we have a tornado warning bonanza over here in the Norman area. My chat's blowing up. Chat is blowing up. Derek said, hopefully my car at the airport's not getting smoked right now. I mean, maybe. So, okay. Let me look on velocities. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we're, okay. New development. We may have a new area of rotation trying to form down here. So we might have the storm doing a handoff in the Goldsby area, and now a new area of rotation to the south along Highway 74 when it moves east and west in Washington. This is a new area of rotation that we need to keep a close eye on, potentially even something maybe even ongoing. Tornado, as far as I can tell, still on the ground somewhere in here. It's again very messy, so I'm guessing it's probably still on the west side of Santa Fe in Goldsby, moving generally towards the Riverwind Casino. Okay, and here in Norman, Highway 9, you're likely getting blitzed with some hail now, right along Highway 9, just on either side of it. I think a lot of apartment complexes for the OU students getting impacted here, and the southern sections. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, southern sections of campus. Possibly even the National Weather Service in Norman and the Storm Prediction Center may be getting some hail right now. So we should get a storm report probably pretty quick if it is indeed hailing at the NWS. Holy crap. Okay, I need to go back to the other hailstorm here too. So we have, I'm going to have myself a second. I need to grab my water. I haven't drank any water here in a second here, guys. So, have we been, do we need to send alerts? Okay. I think we're going to have to send alerts pretty soon here for OKC. Yeah, we're definitely doing some skeleton crew level coverage here, guys. So, I think, man, Oklahoma City, you guys might be in some trouble. Okay. So 2 tornado warnings. We have a new tornado warning issued for that second area of that second area rotation. I think we are doing the handoff. The storm is showing it to the south. Potentially could have something and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. Now, I don't know when we had this. Okay, this warning hasn't updated in a minute. So, but if we zoom in on where the dangerous tornado was, notice velocities way less now at Santa Fe and 3/10. Okay, bring a correlation coefficient. We may have had this tornado is now starting to occlude off to the north here. It's probably going to include pretty quickly as we approach Highway 9 and likely lift if it hasn't already. And I wouldn't be shocked if this storm here, as it's approaching I-35 in the Slaughterville, Washington area, does end up taking over and being what has a tornado next. So that's what's happening there. We now have hail happening in Norman, but primarily south of Highway 9. And then I need to go up to Oklahoma City next because it looks like this storm here in OKC, the third or fourth, I don't even know. Whatever storm of the day here with quite a bit of hail right at the I-44 240 interchange in Oklahoma City. So this is going to be a lot of industrial areas. We have the big Amazon facility, the airport, getting blitzed right now with hail. Very low correlation coefficient values with this. The hail algorithm saying hail in excess of 2 inches in diameter, if I can use my words today, which I guess none of that's even showing up on here. But looking at the correlation coefficient, looking at some of the other factors, the other properties with this, probably some pretty big hail. You're getting blitzed at the airport, without question here. Very high reflectivity values. And this storm just blew up, honestly, like very quickly. So I wouldn't be shocked if we're seeing some pretty large hail here in Oklahoma City. And I'm going to query this warning again. We are warned for ping pong ball size hail. We're moving north. We're moving east about 25 miles an hour, kind of east northeast. My gut's telling me that we're going to be seeing bigger than ping pong ball size hail out of this. I'm going to actually let's see here. Of course, I have no imping reports coming in quite yet. I should have got 100 million of them in the south, but no imping reports coming in quite yet. But the storm is happening here. My gut is telling me that this is going to be bigger hail than just ping pong balls here in Oklahoma City at the airport and possibly moving towards the downtown area. Do I think it'll go to Edmond? I do not think so. I do, Alan, I can't answer the phone right now. I do think we are going to potentially see, if we haven't made a 5-star for hail already here in the metro today, I think this storm, if it does actually take off and it actually starts dropping some very large hail, that'll be the nail in the coffin for us today. So let's check back in here down south on the storm that had the tornado. Golly. There's just a lot. We got a lot going on. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to get a gauge outside of what you guys see on the stream of everything that's going on since we've had so much happening. So I'm going to switch over to velocities, and it looks like I wouldn't be shocked if we see a tornado here on the east side of I-35, if not already, very soon, here heading towards Slaughterville. The velocities on this are looking pretty mean. Good news, I think the storm that impacted Cole, it looks like as we're approaching Highway 9, this has since, I think, lifted at this point. And unfortunately, I think all of this low CC showing up, let me highlight it here, this area of low CC in the New Castle and Blanchard area, I do not think that's hail. I think that's debris from the tornado that got lofted up and ejected out the storm. And that's going to be falling because we did something big. Yeah, notice here the reflectivity is like nothing, but then you go to correlation coefficient, it's really high. That's a classic sign of a strong tornado tearing up some stuff, and it's dumping all of its debris here across sections of Blanchard and Newcastle and Goldsby I really, really hope we had folks take their tornado precautions with this. Noble, you're getting lit up with hail. I'm going to check in on the OKC storm here in just a minute. Let's see, I think we did we just get a radar update? Yeah, so you're getting lit up with hail here in Noble. I do not see a tornado currently, but notice we have a very tight couplet here in the Slaughterville area. If I zoom in on this, we may have a pretty intense looking storm here right along Burkett Road. It's moving pretty much east-northeast towards Banner Road and across Highway 77 towards Cemetery Road. Nothing tornadic at the moment, but this is tornadic supercell. We've already had for sure some tornado, so I wouldn't be surprised if this drops a tornado again. And in the areas where you're not getting a tornado, you're probably getting that tennis ball, baseball, who knows, pretty big hail here as well. So I'm going to move back up to Oklahoma City now. We do have this other storm that is right along I-240, pretty much from Western to Penn to 44 to the airport. Correlation coefficient pretty low here. High reflectivity with this. We're either getting very high volumes of hail, or we're getting we're getting high volumes of hail one way or the other. It's just whether or not how big it is. I'm seeing some imping reports. If they're new, I don't know if they're new. Let's click on them and find out. Nope, that's from 545. We got at least 1 inch hail from Spire Network, a couple. So I'm seeing imping reports very quickly of quarter size hail. So that leads me to believe, based off the imping scale, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we were seeing some golf ball size hail, probably near the airport and sections of South OKC. Where the drive-in is, you guys ever go to Winchester Drive-In in Oklahoma City? They're probably getting hail right now. That quarter to, I'm going to say quarter to golf ball is what my gut's telling me on this. So I haven't had hail size confirmation outside of what I just saw on imping just a minute ago. But other than that, really, is it really hailing in fucking Texas? In Abilene? All right. And this isn't to discount that we've had hail in a bunch of other places too. I'm like looking around. We had golf balls in Nebraska City. We're getting hail possibly as much into South Dakota. Baseballs in portions, and a tornado apparently in portions of Iowa. 3-inch hail. Even in Kansas, getting close to north of the Wichita area, heading towards Emporia. Golly, man. Everything's happening today. We do have, I think we just got a storm report at the Will Rogers Airport. So let me turn storm reports back on. Yep, we did. Okay, let's query this one in Will Rogers Airport. Okay, so the airport, they got quarter size hail so far. So that's what they got at the airport. So quarter, $50. Again, my gut's telling me I got a feeling that we're gonna see some golf balls coming up in here, somewhere in here, in the I-240 zone of Oklahoma City. That is some low correlation coefficient here at I-44 and 240. What'd you say, Heather?
I'm sending a golf ball.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that there's going to be some golf ball size hail coming out of this here, and this is again moving northeast. We will get close, probably close to. We'll likely stay south of I-40 on this, and eventually get close. Eventually going to get close to Tinker, but very likely, yeah, you're getting lit up here in Oklahoma City, south side. It's where, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at our work chat. What is this? Get out of here. real quick. Okay, we're gonna check out. Let's go ahead. We're gonna check out down here in the Norman area. Good news. It looks like, yeah, tornado, big scary tornado. That confirmed warning's still there, but I can say that tornado has since lifted. Bad news. We may have a new one about to form here in Slaughterville. Yeah, I'd say that is a likely event here in the Slaughterville area. Noble, you guys, golly, like south, that right along Highway 77 and South Norman and portions of Noble, you guys got blitzed with some hail. I don't know if any hail reports are going to come in because folks have probably been taking shelter in their tornado shelters, but definitely got blitzed there. We may see a tornado form here at any moment here in the Slaughterville area. Tornado warning, look, Goldsby, Norman, it's canceled. We're good. I think Norman as well. Yeah, tornado warning has been canceled. I think Norman's going to be okay. Let's see. I'm going to turn storm reports back on, see if we get anything. Okay, we did just get a storm report there for 2-inch hail in Noble just a moment ago. So that just came in a couple minutes ago. So that 2-inch hail seems to be what's happening here. And those correlation coefficients are pretty low. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued as well for that 2-inch hail for Hall Park and the Noble area. So far southern sections of Norman and Noble, Oklahoma for 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. We're moving slow, so these hail times are going to be long as crap with this storm here in the Norman area. I'm going to go back to the Oklahoma City storm. I don't think we have. Let me just, before I do that, actually, I really don't want to miss another potential tornado after we just had such a bad one. Okay, if we do, feels slightly better looking at this on this computer. I don't think we have one right now. So I'm going to zoom out here. We're going to move back up to Oklahoma City. We're going to see what this storm is doing in South OKC. Correlation coefficient, yeah, lower. The storm's looking kind of messy. Definitely looking kind of, is it like, man, what is this thing doing? Is it like splitting or something? Might just be impacting so much of, yeah, I think it might actually be splitting. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that one for you guys. Yeah, storm might be splitting, but we are definitely getting, again, we're definitely getting hail here in South OKC. Pretty much just anywhere north of 240, between I-44 and 35, you're likely seeing hail, varying in size. Again, I bet we had up to golf ball size hail, maybe not so much now. The storm might be getting a little more raggedy looking, a little more confusing. Oh, just kidding. They warned it for golf balls. I'm a liar. So they warned it for golf ball size hail. They updated that at whatever time it is. It's 8:15. It's 8:17 now. We're moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. This will get very close to downtown. Very close. I don't think it'll quite get there. But yeah, so I was saying up to golf ball size hail. Looks like we had a radar update just now. Correlation coefficient isn't as consistently low as it was before. So maybe, whoa, oh, I don't want to zoom in that far. There's way too many roads. It doesn't quite look like how it did before. So yeah, your reflectivity is kind of high. So, but probably a lot of quarter size hail, a lot of that sub-severe hail here in Oklahoma City. But we're adding, I mean, we're just adding, right? Like so much of the metro got hit today. Like I can't imagine. At this point, I can't even imagine it not end up being like a freaking 5-star map, right? Right, Heather? Like I don't even, golly, man, I don't even know at this point. Like it's impressive. Like they were hard.
We do have some other storms we got down here, like all the way down the dry line just fired today. So we have some storms down here in the Lawton area. We have a storm even getting towards Abilene at the moment. I don't know what it's doing. I don't have Abilene's radar because I didn't think Abilene would see storms today. It was a crazy conditional risk where it was probably like a really low-end chance that far south would get hit. It became more likely that we were going to see storms here in Oklahoma City after about 2 p.m. We had a special weather balloon launched, and that did help with really determining how big or how likely we were going to break the cap today, and we certainly did. I really hope. I'm hoping that we did not have a bad tornado. Well, we didn't have any fatalities, I guess. I think it's very likely that some folks may have lost their property and possessions from this in the coal area. I'm just hoping that, you can replace stuff. I don't, obviously I do not like seeing that lives potentially being lost here. I'm looking around at some MPing reports. Yeah, there's still, as of 2 minutes ago, you're still seeing golf ball size hail here in Noble. God dang it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. And that makes sense. We have a lot of low correlation coefficient, but what's that? We're zooming in here into Slaughterville real quick. That concerns raising my eyebrow a little bit. I hope that's just radar noise and not actually a tornado, because that's some low CCs. I'm checking back in the South OKC area for any new hail reports possibly here. Clicking around. It keeps getting me. There's like so many. It's hard when you've had so many storms and you're kind of relying on some ground truth without, just scanning pictures like crazy. It's a little difficult to get a clear image on what is happening here. Okay, so looking on correlation coefficient, we have an updated radar image here. Notice if I roll it back, the correlation coefficient back a few minutes. So this was at like 813. Notice how low the CCs were. And as it pushed north towards downtown, it really started to fill in, so that the hail is definitely petering out a bit here as it's approaching I-35 in South OKC. But this storm is doing some weird stuff here in South OKC. It's almost like it's either like redeveloping. Yeah, it's almost like redeveloping down here to the south, close to the airport again, where you have low CC correlation coefficient once again, where we could have potentially some bigger hail falling again near the airport. So that seems to be the theme for today. A lot of the same stuff getting hit over and over and over again. And you have that significant tide here for Oklahoma City. I think downtown you're probably okay looking at it. Yeah, looking at it as the radar is updating. Probably no more severe hail south of I-40. It's probably south of I-240 at this point. And then here, the really big hail is likely this stuff over here between Noble and Etowah. Bring a correlation coefficient. Yeah, it's like across the board. Like you're getting golf ball 2-inch baseball size hail. Probably some crazy stuff that I don't even know about yet. But velocity wise, you still have that tornado warning worthy rotation here just east of 77. Don't see anything to indicate a tornado ongoing. I'm really hoping that this means that the tornado threat. I'm hoping this means that we don't have another tornado occurring. But hey, we saw storms going to Oklahoma City. Good Lord, we've had storms. Golly, when did they start? It was like before 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
before 6 o'clock, we had storms start impacting the Oklahoma City metro. It is currently 8:25, and we still have storms going. I'm gonna lose my voice entirely by the time we get to the end of this. You know, like Heather's gonna need at least a few margaritas.
Just a few. I didn't even have one from, last weekend stuff because of
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm seeing imping reports that at least quarter is already ongoing. Uh-oh. Is that confirmed? Is this morning confirmed now? I'm trying to remember how Andrea set this up. So I'm querying this. Okay, still radar indicated in for 2-inch hail. That makes sense. We had that 2-inch hail report coming in. I'm going to check our chat really fast. I'm going to see. Okay, nope. I'm going to see if we have any new photos in our deal here. Oh, we do actually. Here's one from the. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I need to actually allow you guys on here. Give me a second. Let me. Okay. So this is a photo from Manitoba posted. This is in Chickasha. I haven't even like thought about Chickasha. I'm assuming they got lit up, Heather.
Yeah, twice.
Okay. On a different note, we do have a pretty photo from one of our meteorologists, Matt, taken, I'm assuming, from his apartment in the aftermath of the storm. Any other hail photos that haven't been? Yeah, let's see what else we got here. I know, I'm trying to look through some of the pictures. What was this? Did we see this one already? Oh, I didn't want the reply. Okay. Oh, it's just like locations. Yeah, Kingfisher, you guys got some big hail as well. And okay. Well, chat hasn't sent in any new pictures recently, unless they heard me just now and then at which point there'll suddenly be pictures brought in, but I don't see any pictures in the chat at the moment, so I may switch things back to what's happening right now because we do have storms are definitely continuing. Making sure my thing is on here properly. It is, okay. All right. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna look, see what's going on. Looks like we have a new warning in effect, and I know my energy's coming down a little bit. I haven't eaten dinner, and I've been awake a long time, so. Well, okay, I was gonna query this new warning here in South Oklahoma City. This one's for ping pong ball size hail, Dell City, Midwest City, Mustang, Oklahoma City, all for 1.5-inch hail. I was seeing comments in here. The live feed from Storm Chasers for the tornadoes absolutely nuts. Said potentially a 4. When was this comment? Local news saying Riverwind Casino is about to get destroyed. I don't think so. I think the Riverwind Casino is okay now, but it was likely a very strong tornado. Ping pong ball size hail is what for this warning is. If we zoom in on it here in South OKC, again, kind of hitting the same areas that hit a little earlier. Still some low CCs. The airport's probably getting hit a second time. Oop, radar just updated while we did that, so let's do that. Yeah, radar. The airport is getting hit again. Derek's car is getting hit multiple times. Let's see what kind of dents he's got on his personal vehicle. The Telluride. Yeah, because the truck is chasing right now. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. It looks like we have the radar's kind of a mess here. Man, goodness, definitely some monster hail here in the Etowah area on the southeast of Highway 9. And let's see, velocities. I don't see any tornado right now, which is good. That's very good. We do not want another tornado happening here in the Oklahoma City area. We do have a confirmed tornado warning apparently to the west of Emporia, Kansas. I don't have that radar, unfortunately, guys. I didn't think we'd see storms there, so don't have that up, unfortunately. I don't know. Abilene also, I don't think you had anything crazy, but you're still warned from looking on my other monitor here. But overall, storms everywhere. A lot of storms. These are moving very slow. They seem to just be kind of hailing themselves out in the same general areas as before. And to be completely honest, guys, a lot of this is moving away from the metro at this point. So we have the one storm that's still ongoing in the Oklahoma City area. I don't think it's making golf balls right now. It's probably making $quarter to $half size hail again. The storm that it's to now east of Noble, I mean, that's dropping some monster hail, and maybe it is about to tornado again. I'm not a fan of this look here. That's a lot of rotation, so yikes on that. We may be about to, God, I hope we don't actually have another tornado imminent here, but it's very possible. That's why a tornado warning continues, right? Like, there is definitely rotation. It's definitely very possible we could see a tornado again. If you're in Norman, I think you're okay now, but we do have, okay, it looks like the tornado warning just updated, so let's query that for golf ball size hail. Moving east at 20, still just radar indicated, and that checks out based on what I just clicked through on radar very quickly. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, we're getting hail in the same basic spot of Oklahoma City a second time, and not moving very fast. Doesn't look like it's going to strengthen a whole heck of a lot. So I think with that, I'm going to wrap this live up, guys. I mean, this has been a wild, however long I've been live, 2 hours. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, and I'm sure the rest of the team would probably appreciate some of my help. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks to our sponsors that may not have been able to put up here. I try not to do it when we have like a big tornado, 'cause it's a little intense, but obviously thoughts and prayers go out to the folks that were impacted earlier. A lot of hail. You can check out on Hail Trace now. You can check it live. There's probably tons of stuff on there, and going to keep being updated. Is it a 5-star map? I don't actually know at the moment. I haven't seen any of our maps or anything.